Hi, and welcome to Talks with Shay. So today I would like to begin with reading from Acts chapter 26, verses 1 through 2. And it says, Then Agrippa said unto Paul, Thou art permitted to speak for thyself. Then Paul stretched forth the hand and answered for himself, I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this day before thee touching all the things whereof I am accused of the Jews. So this month starts a new month with a new series that I'm going to title Choices. So for part one of Choices, I would like to talk to you about moods. So when I'm talking about moods, I'm talking about happy or sad or angry or joyful and all of those different types of moods that we have and go through the day. I think about it like some people wake up and it's like they have a saying, you must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, because somebody maybe woke up not happy, feeling some type of way, all in their feelings, like they say, and just not starting off to a good day. And so a lot of times people have a way of saying, you need to go back to bed and wake up on the other side of the bed. Now, I know for me speaking, I'm not a morning person. You got to let me get my prayer time in and talk with God first and get myself going before I'm like this jolly person off the bat. It's not me. But give me a little time and I'm going to get there. But, everybody has choices that they have to make how their mood is going to be set for their day. For me, I can honestly say when my mornings start off kind of crazy, sometimes it seems like my whole day is crazy. And then it's like when my morning's starting off good, it's like my whole day is good. And then sometimes you have them little bumps in the road. And it doesn't necessarily always work out that way. It can start off good and end bad or vice versa. My point is, we're talking about choices today. You have a choice on being happy or being sad. We're going to just stick with happy or sadness, But you have that choice. You have to choose to be happy, or you make that choice to be sad. Life has a way of throwing us different curveballs, and it is what it is. There's nothing sometimes that we absolutely can do to allow different things to happen in our lives. Some things is just ordered by God. Sometimes it's the devil, and sometimes it just is what it is. It's called life. And so we have to make sure that we as people, that we choose what mood we're going to set for that day, regardless to what goes on. We can still have the peace of God in the midst of chaos in our lives sometimes. But we have to choose and make a conscious effort to say, you know what? I'm not going to let this make me feel like my whole day is in shambles or whatever. A few weeks ago, I can honestly say, woke up in a good mood. I was good and everything. And then it seemed like just little knick-knack aggravating stuff started going wrong. And I stopped in my tracks before I walked out the door. And I was like, okay, my day is not going to continue to be like this. I'm going to have a good day today, and I'm coming in the name of the Lord Jesus, and it's going to be okay. I'm like, because I refuse to allow my morning to start off with me, everything just all over the place, and then go through the rest of the day and have a bad day because my morning started off wrong. And so when I literally tell you, I sat there and I talked to myself and I said, no, we're going to have a good day today. And I did have a good day that day. And I was like, I need to try that more often. Just talk to myself out of the sadness or the aggravation that I was feeling at that moment. Because I made up my mind that it's not going to be like this all day. We have a choice to make. We choose how we want to respond. We choose what's going to aggravate us, what's not. We choose to allow different emotions to take place in our lives, in our spirit, in our mind. And then we make that choice of how we're going to allow it to affect us each and every day. So it's your choice to make. Are you going to choose to continue to be aggravated or sad or always complaining and griping about this and that, when there's so many other things that can go wrong? But when you look at your life, there's so many things that's going right. We can't allow life to happen in our lives and just keep us stuck in a little rut of just feeling like there's no hope, or we're just always mad because of this situation that I'm having to deal with. Man, sometimes God may be just waiting on you to fix your funky attitude, or let me put it like this, waiting on us to fix our funky attitude sometimes to change situations in our lives. So if God had to tell you today, I could change this, but you need to change this first, would you be willing to change it? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Because I know for me speaking, yes, I would be willing. If my attitude and my behavior determines how things are happening in my life, and if God is waiting for me to pass this test, because we can even say it that way, to pass this test before he opened up doors for me, then guess what? Get it together, Shalonda, so you can pass this test and get to the other side of victory. So whatever situation you may be finding yourself in as of now, you have to ask yourself, God, what are you speaking to me through this situation? Because everything that we go through in life is a test, and it's a trial, and it's a lesson for us to pass and gain something from it, whether it's good or bad. But we have to choose what mood we're going to take on because of life. You know, you think about it, like sometimes I think about it and I'm like, some people just seem to always be griping about everything, or always sad, or always have an attitude problem for this or that, or this or that. It's like, how you live like that, that is so draining to me. I'm a person, I like to be happy. I like to enjoy myself. I don't want to be that person that's always having something to find, to complain about, fuss about, or whatever. Because guess what? You look hard enough, you're always going to find something that is not going right. It's just life. We can always find something to complain about. But how about putting more energy in finding things that we can be grateful with? Choose to be happy. Stop letting life situations just destroy you so much, and then it keeps bleeding into day, into day, into day. And then you're just an angry person. And it's like, who want to be around a sourpuss? You know? So it's like, nobody want to be around nobody like that. So help yourself to help other people to be happy. You know, we have to choose to be happy. Make that conscious effort and say, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to choose to be happy today. I'm going to have a good day today. And if something goes wrong, I'm going to take it with stride and keep on walking and saying, you know what? I'm not going to let this ruin my day to day. It's a choice. Your choice that you have to make. God won't make you be happy about anything. It's a choice. But when I tell you the joy of the Lord is your strength, it really is. So if you don't have the joy of the Lord, then you probably are not that much of a happy person. Because God gives us joy, you know, and that's what we are supposed to be. If we're a light for God, then our light should shine upon people. I remember people getting aggravated with me because it's almost like, why you always in a happy mood and you got this going on and that going on? Because what I can do? Be sad every day? That's too draining. That's depressing. Like to always be sad about this and sad about that. We can find so many things to be sad about. I choose to be happy in the midst of my situation. You know why? Because I trust God's plan in my life, and I trust that he's ordering my steps, and it's going to work out. It doesn't matter how it looks. I know that his word tells me that he promised he will never leave me nor forsake me or put more on me that I can bear. And so either we trust that or we don't. Either we believe that or we don't. And because I believe it and I trust his plan in my life, whether it's going good or bad, I know it's going to work out for my good. but it's all about his plan. So guess what? I want to be happy through the trials that I go through, keep pushing through, and say, you know what? It is what it is, and it's going to be all right, because it's not going to always be that way. But in the midst of trials, we need to choose to still be happy, because we still have a hope in the Lord Jesus Christ. So lean on him, trust in him, and know that you have that choice to make. You can either choose to be happy or you can choose to be sad. You hold that key. So guess what? Use that key, and whatever you choose is your choice. Don't let life situations dictate your mood. Choose to be happy. It's so much happier to be happy. But anyway, I hope something that I said today encouraged you to make the choice to be happy. And if you need anything, let Shay know. Shay might be able to help you a little bit how to be happy in the midst of the trials that you face in your life. You know, you just never know. But before I go, I just want to remind you, if you haven't already, check out my website at www.talkswithshay.org. You can subscribe to my videos on YouTube. Find me on Facebook, like my page, share my page. Invite your friends to like my page. And until next time with Talks with Shay, Shay is out. Y'all be blessed.